morning, Bear Fam. How are you today? Today's Wednesday. Technically, Baby Bear's last day at school. Say hello then, because people were missing you yesterday.
Hi.
What are you doing today?
Going to the cinema with the school until 11:30, and if you didn't pay the £4 to go to the cinema, you had to go from 8:30 till 1:30. If you paid the £4, you had to go from 9 till 11:30.
That's weird. So, you're actually telling me there are people that didn't pay?
Probably. I don't know, but yeah, probably.
Unless what?
And if you didn't, and like people like year 8s are going as well. They're watching the same movie just in another room.
What are you watching?
Incredibles 2.
You haven't even seen the first one.
Don't even know what it's about. I know it's about this animated family with superpowers. That's about it.
Yeah, that just about sums it up. Yeah.
I watched a few episodes because I watched it at Solly's house.
Episodes?
Yeah, there's like a series.
Really?
Or a film that was split up.
Okay, there's a
It was
film.
incredible though, because it was like with the baby and then the mum with dark hair, and they had like.
Do you remember the I'll try and find it and put it in the vlog, but the bit in Florida when we were by the music stage?
Yeah, them.
Yeah, it's them.
Yeah.
What's up, man? I know. You are, of course, delighted to be here for my dance card. Remember, you don't need to be super to feel super. Just dance. All right, we got my main man Frozo right here. Frozo, you ready for the freeze dance? This is how it works, everybody. When the music kicks in, we want to see you dance. But when the music stops, Frozo wants to see you freeze. Are you ready out there? Kick it in, Frozo. Here we go.
Well, it wasn't them because it's an animation.
But, like,
But in Florida, there were human beings dressed up as them.
Yeah.
I do know that they weren't real.
So, not delusional.
What? You are not delusional? Are you sure?
What's time?
It says on the
Time for
television that it's 8 o'clock.
Would it take us an hour to get food and go to town?
I really don't think so, darling, no. About half an hour, I would think. So you've got half an hour to chillax. I asked you what's happening later. Tell the Bear Fam what you're doing later.
My friend's coming.
Perhaps in a voice they can hear.
My friend's coming round.
2.
Sleep!
Any chance you could look at the camera? You offer the high jump. I do apologise. Now she's sticking her tongue out at me. Nobody loves me. I was expecting a cuddle, didn't even get that.
You want a cuddle?
I'm talking to you.
You want a cuddle?
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I do. Can you give me a cuddle? My tea gone. Oh, I love you. Thank you. I really love you.
I'm sort of a bit of a counterbalance at the minute.
What? Oh, we can. Oh, okay.
Counterbalance.
Are you falling for me? Have you done your teeth?
Yeah.
Breathe on me again. Okay. Looking stunning, boo. What's on your t-shirt?
Girl panel. Or girls rule.
Girls rule. Don't you know it?
Suck. Just kidding.
Didn't mean that in any derogatory fashion.
No, it was just like.
Teasing you. Can you just take this a minute? You could even point it at me if you wanted. Oh, don't get ready.
Oh no, they're clearing now, girl.
Oh, okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go and have a look for you?
I looked on the bottom shelf.
Well, you're pretty useless. Do you want me to go and have a look? Just in case.
Can I come with you?
Right, we're going indoors, people. Back in a while.
I have a few pounds. I have £1.41 left.
I got to turn the car off. I think I'd kept it going. I'm not sure why I kept it running.
We'll catch up with you when we're like out of the shop because there's no point in like going through the palaver of having to like ask the film in there and stuff. So we'll be back with you after.
Quite clipped on his top. Why are you saying oh for? Because it's an ambulance jet. Hey? No, that's a real ambulance man as opposed to a somebody that just transports people.
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh, he's on the little...
Your dog's really cute.
The dog we saw on the way in that was having his walk with his mummy on the mobility scooter, just gone past
Oh,
us.
she got too tired.
Sitting on his mum's lap having a ride up the hill. Ah, I need one. I need one. Oh, hello, Mr. Tattooed Man. That man's got a huge tattoo on his neck.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, they're all looking at me. Let's go.
Don't understand people that have these great big tattoos, do you?
Why are you whispering? What are you whispering?
Talking about tattoos and I might get into trouble.
Oh no, we're talking about this man next to us.
Oh no, man next to us had this huge tattoo on his neck that said, say Dad. No, wait for it.
They're your eights, and they're the Wilkes family.
It's original, isn't it? The Wilkes family! The Wilkes family! That's all they ever shout, isn't it?
Yeah.
She puts up with it at school all the time. The Wilkes family! Baby bear! They're just jealous that you're a superstar.
No, Evie said to me, she was like...
Who did?
Evie.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, you're famous. I can't believe I'm with a famous but I'm really not famous. And she goes, well, you are in school. I was like, yeah, I know that.
I'd like to be famous.
And then she was like, you're like the most famous person. Like, everybody knows who you are. Like, every lesson, everyone's talking about you. And I'm like, great. Nice to know. I didn't even know that.
Nobody, I've had one person come up to me in real life and say, thank you so much. That was when we were doing the Teacher Troubles series and you were outing that obnoxious bint in school. We've got a habit of outing people, haven't we? Or I have.
You have.
Me and my big gob. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try and be quiet and retiring. I think I need to sort of change and just sort of take a step back from being quite so... Ah!
One of my friends said the only reason he watches is to watch you. Because you're crazy and I'm just really quiet.
Yeah, I am crazy. I'm a bit of a clown, aren't I? Do you know, it's because my dad did it. It's about the best bit of my childhood. Adults are all so serious and everybody behaves and it's just... And my dad used to always, like, do silly things and say silly things, and I just remember thinking how cool he was at the time. He was the coolest person I knew for a very long time. Until it all went pear-shaped. Why is the car moving up and down?
Because I'm making it.
But anyway, that's the reason. I think it's in my genetic makeup. I think he passed it down the line. He's an actor, darling, you know. No! I'm a gambler!
They don't change for very long, do they?
No, they didn't change for very long. Literally, they changed green. We all started going, and then they changed red again.
Oh my
Brown?
God.
Did you just say brown? Those brown traffic lights there.
Go with brown
Oh
if you
my
want.
God! I thought I was the one with
I
problems.
didn't say anything.
You said.
I didn't
Then
say
it turned brown.
brown.
Oh no, we're coming across some more traffic lights. Let's hope they don't turn brown. Tragedy! I swear I ain't going to play it back when I do the editing.
Yeah, you're good. You are, right.
If I got it wrong, I will apologise, okay?
Okay.
But you do owe me anyway, from yesterday. We could be equal. Look at all these kids getting dropped off here. What could possibly be doing?
I don't know. They're right here. This is so embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing? I'm going to move
Move
forward
forward.
so that... Catch them up. No.
They're boys, so I don't want to walk with them.
Bye, love you.
I love you.
Apologies for the state of my windscreen. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Somebody else wants to come in here. Oh, I gotta go. People want to use the slipway. It's a slipway into the harbour right there. Oh no, now they're stopping. Came home and decided to take the dog straight out before it gets too hot. Just a quickie actually. One of the first symptoms I had that led to the fibro diagnosis about 2 years later. It's not a quick process getting diagnosed with something like that. Was heavy leaden legs. Now, unless you've suffered with something similar to this, you're not going to have the faintest idea what I'm talking about, and I'm probably going to sound even madder than normal. But it feels like somebody's filled your legs with cement, and they are 100 times heavier than normal. And as you're walking along, it's just like you can't seem to connect your brain to your legs to make them move. Oh, it's exhausting. Well, I'm feeling quite chirpy psychologically, but the physical ramifications of the last week or so are catching up with me, as they do with fibro, and I'm struggling a bit physically today. Just draggingly tired, legs leaden. Yeah. Still, halfway up the hill, we will persevere. I will keep moving upwards. I made it. Now, if I can catch any of them, you see this plant here? Sort of thistly, it's a thistle derivative, I think. But it gets to this stage of the year and all the seeds start coming off it, and it makes it look like almost out of a fairy tale, because you get all these beautiful wispy bits floating up and away. And every time I try filming it, I fail. don't know if you probably can't make it out, can you? But the sky is just full. That one tried to come past the camera. Oh dear. Weymouth Bay is looking particularly superb this morning, is it not? Look at that. Gosh, what's the matter?
Hello, sweetie.
No, he won't come near. He's a misery.
Say hello. Yeah. No, he does with some. He'll come up like that, and I think it's just hello and morning and things.
Yeah.
It's not aggressive barking.
No,
or
it's
anything.
excitement, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Hello.
They probably won't take them, but you can try. They're miseries. I don't know, Monty's looking like he might actually. Maybe.
Your biscuit.
What do you say, Monty? Thank you.
Yes.
Good boy.
Do you like one, babe?
Jack! Is
No.
that a no?
Don't want one, babe.
No, thank you. You ate it. It's unusual for you, Monty.
Here you go, sweetie.
Thank you. Gosh, you are honoured. Him taking something from you.
Yeah, I ain't going to ask you, have I?
Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war. Da, 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 The ground is just like covered. Let's talk tattoos, shall we? Now, I've got 2 tattoos, and on both occasions that I've had my tattoos, people have said things to me like, ooh, in fact, when I first had the first one done, this one here, which was when I was married, and about 99 I think, it started becoming really trendy to have these bands on your arm. I'd often worn one of those bangle things on my arm. So, unbeknown to my husband, I went off and got it done. And I was well chuffed with it. You know, however, at the time I was a patrol officer in Bournemouth. And at the time you weren't allowed to show tattoos unless they'd been agreed to when you joined. So some of the military people were allowed to keep theirs and so on and so forth. But mine had to be underneath my shirt sleeve so nobody could see it. But word spread pretty quickly that I'd had this done. Oh, and the amount of negativity I had was incredible. You know, you're not the sort of person. So, you know, there was a lot of tattoo discrimination, I would say. I've never regretted it. I've had plenty of comments like, oh, when you get old, what's that going to look like? You'll be a shriveled old lady with that on your arm. Like I'm going to care if I'm a shriveled old lady. Me and half the population of my generation have now got tattoos, haven't we? Then I'm trying to think. I think it was a couple of years after her dad and I split. I'd always wanted another one. I don't know what it is about tattoos, but you seem to get this like almost like an addiction. Once you've had one, you want more. I sort of copied a friend, if I'm fair. Not copied, but she had this beautiful one done on her foot, very elegant along the side of her foot. And I really liked the idea, really liked the idea. So I sort of stole it, but I wanted it to mean something to me. Because tattoos generally have some significance, don't they? I think, in my opinion, about 80% of people that have a tattoo are doing it to show, I don't know, solidarity, to show that something means something to them. Your children's name, your father that's gone, somebody that's died, I don't know, something like that. So in my life, dogs have been, significant. I've had 4 very important dogs pass already, and I've got 2 beautiful babes here. So, and then there was a dog when I was a kid at home. So dogs have always been part of my life and have always meant a huge amount to me. They're not just an animal, they are friends of the family. Hell, they are family, do you know what I mean? Loyalty and love that you get from them, I don't think I've ever had from any family member. I've not had the best set of parents for that. So anyway, so although I wanted this sort of elegant floral design on my foot, I also wanted sort of a nod to the dogs, and I also wanted to incorporate something about Baby Bear. Yeah, so I also incorporated an E in my design, although I made it look like one of the tendrils of the plant. Now I'll show you when I get home. It's been a few years and it really does probably need a re-ink, one of those brightening sessions. But I'm happy with it. I've never regretted that one either. The only regret I had is when I had it done. You sort of style it out, don't you? The pain. I'm trying to think, Candy Crush was a big thing at the time. That sort of dates it, doesn't it? So while the bloke was doing it, I was playing Candy Crush and pretending it didn't hurt in the slightest. Paid him at the end, crossed the road, and as I was walking out I was thinking, holy, that hurts like, ah! So I sort of just casually strolled across the road. I got around the corner away from the shop and I'm like, ah! Made me limp for about, I don't know, a week. Really tender. But I've never regretted them. You can, I guess, there are, should I say, a lot of people that do have them and end up I just twisted my ankle. That teaches me for not looking where I'm going. Oh, that hurt. Ow. Ow. Talking of limping, oh dear, that really did hurt. There are people that regret having them, aren't there? There's that old adage of people that go out and get drunk on a stag night or whatever that end up wishing they hadn't. Sorry, I'm not going to be a great picture because I'm walking back towards the light. Oh, don't know, tell me about yours. I think Baby Bear sort of thinks to herself that her dad never liked the idea. It made me common in his eyes. I think Baby Bear has been sort of swayed by him. She's never said too much about it, but there are times when I can see that she's thinking, ooh. But each to their own, I guess. Some people just, go ridiculous. They just go really large. They go really sort of bad taste. And some people have to live with tattoos that they've had done for the wrong reasons for the rest of their lives. I guess you've just got to be careful, people, because you're stuck with it once it's there. I mean, I know technology's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't it? I think you can, what is it, laser? You get them lasered off these days. Yeah, I've never ever considered it, never been particularly bothered. Oh. Well, there we go. That's my opinion on tattoos. Each to their own. I don't think I'd ever have like a sleeve done, or like some people on like Love Island, for instance. It seems to be the thing for girls to have like huge tats that go down around their butts, or you know, they're getting bigger, I guess is what I'm saying. There is a trend for getting bigger, isn't there? My idea of going to the beach this afternoon has been boshed somewhat by Baby Bear inviting a friend to stay. I can't include other people's kids in my lives and such. It's not my responsibility to do so. I've fallen foul of it previously when the kids have said, oh no, it's absolutely fine, my parents are really cool with it and down, and I've shown them, and then I've got snotty shitograms saying, what the hell do you think you're doing, blah de blah de blah. So no kids unless they belong to me. Fire brigade. Guess there is a fire. My ankle hurts. Does that count? Definitely twisted my ankle a bit. I'm thinking of doing a live tonight as well as the vlog, but not then posting it to the feed, if that makes sense. Just a chance to have a chat with you all. I will put a disclaimer on that and say that it was as a result of what somebody posted on my live feed. That was part of the reason I got the legal service that I got. Apparently, according to them, because I didn't remove something from my feed, despite the fact that there were 300 people talking to me and I wasn't actually reading every single comment that came up on the feed, the fact that I then posted it to my channel meant that I was responsible for it. So on and so forth. So I'm not going to fall foul of that one again. Not in the current climate and not at the moment anyway. So I'm quite happy to have a good old chit chat with you all. But for those of you haters that think you're going to pop up and get me into trouble, sorry. Jog on. Yeah, what time shall I do that? So if I put this vlog up early, my arm is aching, something chronic. If I get this vlog sorted and get it up by 5, a good amount of you should have seen it by about... So, I don't want to clash with Love Island, do we? Let's say 8 till 9. I'll be live between 8 and 9. That way we can all watch Love Island. Although it's coming to an end shortly, isn't it? I'm not sure I'm going to know what I'm going to do with myself every evening. Right, my arm's aching. There's somebody in the bushes. That's spooky. Who's in the bush, Jack? Who's in the bush? Jack's off to find out who's in the bush.